everybody, welcome back to Taff's Words. This is an overdue Taff's Word, I'm sure, coming in with one now because I haven't been doing as many as I probably should be doing at the moment, although a lot of things are being covered on the live streams every Sunday night. So for those of you who haven't been watching them, 8 o'clock every Sunday night, and it's a collection of all different football fans talking football. Newport County obviously dominates the conversations, of course, but it is there for all football fans. So if you aren't a county fan and you fancy getting involved, it's a community chat as well. Because if you've got a YouTube account, everything scrolls up from the bottom, so you actually see what other people are saying if you're logged into YouTube. And the other thing as well is, you can share the link yourselves to get the numbers up. We do a bit of a game with it. We get the numbers up, the likes and the viewers. And if it hits a certain amount, then I'll go on for a bit longer, all that sort of stuff. Get involved every Sunday. Now, back to the matter at hand, Newport County, and we are, of course, flying high at the moment. It's certainly an enjoyable experience this season to be part of it. But I've never known a top three team, even after this amount of games, we haven't played massive amounts of games, but even just after these amount of games, never known a top three team to be on a minus goal difference. Obviously, the two games we have lost, 3-0 and 6-0. And then every game we've won by a single goal. That's obviously only in the league. In the Cups, we've obviously done particularly well. And what an amazing result in the week. Unfortunately, I missed that game because I was on a work course. I was away for 2 nights. Tuesday night being one of them, unfortunately. But I was there. I had Leanne was at the game, texting me with obviously when we scored goals and stuff like that. So, I wasn't really far away considering. But considering that team beat Swindon 4-0 and they made the semi-final last year, that's an absolutely brilliant result. And I'll tell you something now, right? If we win against Plymouth at home, we're going to be going through to the next round. We're going to be going through, and I'll tell you something. I mean, how awesome will that be that we get through the group stages? We make a bit of money. We made 10 grand winning that match. We beat Plymouth, we win another 10 grand, go through the next round, and then the prize money goes up. And I know not a lot of people want to take this Checker Trade Trophy seriously, but unfortunately we can't afford to not. I mean, we had just had a big meeting, a fans meeting, an open meeting about ways we're increasing our income streams, through the membership fees, for example, and what the directors are doing to increase the revenue streams through the club itself. Obviously, Ivy Bush and everything like that. We can't, turn our noses up at the opportunity to win prize money in a cup competition. And a cup run that, we get some home games, we get a bit of momentum, maybe make the quarter-final. Before you know it, the city's getting behind it. I mean, look at Lincoln last year. And then Wembley, a Wembley trip. I mean, that would solve a lot of problems for us, going to Wembley once. A good run in this tournament will really, really see us reap some benefits, big financial benefits, you know what I mean? So I really hope we get a good run in this competition. Obviously, the FA Cup is the one. The FA Cup is obviously the one, so hopefully we will, do something in the FA Cup again this year, get a nice draw. We'll wait and see. But like I say, we're flying high at the moment. The Yeovil 6-0 loss, we responded to that perfectly with a very, very hard ground win in Tranmere, who another team who were unbeaten at home before we rolled up and beat them. Port Vale were unbeaten at home. Oldham were unbeaten at home. Tranmere were unbeaten at home. Guess who else is unbeaten at home? Forest Green Rovers. And when we go up there next Saturday, I hope we absolutely smash them. I'm not sure if anyone's realised, but yeah, I don't really like Forest Green very much. If you've been watching these blogs, you obviously know what my feelings are about Forest Green, and winning their 4-0 last year was the highlight of my season, except for anything to do with the cup run, of course. So yeah, there we have it, I mean, Forest Green. 2 games coming up now, very winnable. We've already beaten Cambridge 4-1 away this season, albeit in the cup competition, but still, at home tomorrow, we've really got to fancy ourselves. Also, Macclesfield at home, who are very, very poor at the moment this season. We've got to be thinking of 6 points and potentially another opportunity to go top of the league. Who'd have thought, we just got beat 6-0 at home, but then we're still talking about going top of the league. Unbelievable. I think we're going to have a full team back as well. I mean, we could be completely at full strength. Hopefully, we'll see Harris get a game again. Amond will find some goal scoring form again. I mean, this has been a great season so far. And I actually bumped into Byron Anthony in Hobbycraft the other day. Really, really good bloke. Always got time to talk to you, Byron. Talking about how good things are with the academy. But what a story, though. Two Newport lads who, obviously, while Newport were in the depths of the non-league, found careers in the Football League, but then came back during the same season to take them back into the Football League through the playoffs. And then now, one of them is the manager of the first team, and then the other one is manager of the academy. So the footballing future is in the hands of two local lads who got our team into the Football League. I mean, you don't write stories like that, do you? I mean, it's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And obviously Byron's doing a great job with the academy, of course. From what he was telling me, everything's going really well with the jumping category. And that where our interests are protected when it comes to bigger clubs taking our players. So Rhys Kavanagh, obviously we lost him completely for free to Bristol Rovers. And Byron was certain that within another season or two, he would have been ready and would have been scoring goals in League Two. So for me, that's an absolute crying shame. But his counterpart, Toure, is obviously doing particularly well at Barry at the moment. I know Barry isn't, in the Welsh Premier League, it isn't a high level, but it's still a decent level of football to be testing our youngsters at. I mean, he's playing well, scoring goals, winning the man of the matches. So he's looking like he's one of the better players in the league. So that experience could really do him well. So that pretty much rounds everything up. I mean, there's not been an awful lot to talk about, except for the fact that obviously the meeting that we just had, it was an overwhelming percentage of people who voted for the hybrid model, which it looks as though they're going to start putting a collection of meetings together for us to talk with them about it, and then really forge a future together. We talk about transparency. I mean, they're going to be forging the future of the club through a matter of meetings with the fans. That's as transparent as you pardon me, as transparent as you're ever going to get it. You're not going to get it better than that. So I urge everybody, when these meetings come up, be a part of it. Because if you ain't going to be a part of those meetings, then for me, not one person afterwards has got an entitlement to moan about the way that we're going to do things. Because as far as I'm concerned, everybody's had their opportunity to have their say and be a part of the forging of the future for the county. So, there we go. Right, so for those of you who go in tomorrow, I hope to see all of you come and see me for a half-time draw ticket. Obviously, be supporting the Bush, of course. I'm sure that's going to be open for everybody. But then at the same time, those passing through Maindy, I really hope you got time to stop in to see the guys in the scrum half for a little bit. Because at the end of the day, I've said this a few times now. I mean, yes, you put your money, you buy a pint in the Bush, the money goes to the club. But then at the same time, there are pubs who support the club financially. So putting a little bit back into them as well. I mean, I'm talking to all of them, even pubs like the Dodger and everyone else who's given any money to the club, who's done anything good for county fans over the years. I mean, we're talking county fans running the scrum half, they're proper county fans. They go to the away games, the 100 club season ticket holders, and they've bought three player shirt sponsorships this year. I mean, they're only just starting up. They haven't even started really making any real money yet out of their small business at the moment. But they're sinking money into our club. We got to show them, some support. We got to all support each other. We're a community family club, and we got to act that way, of course. But without doubt, if you're going to buy 5 pints, 4 of them pints have got to be in the Bush. All I'm going to ask is any of you who are going through Maindy, make one of them in the scrum half and go and say hello to Kyle and Kevin and Carl's Mrs. Sue. It's really, really nice family-run pub. Now, it's got a reputation, of course, but they've done the place out. They're running it differently now. Definitely worth a visit, guys. So, of course, they've sponsored us. I wouldn't just say it for the sake of it. You know, at the end of the day, you pay your sponsorship. We put the little picture up for 10 seconds at the beginning, but I'm urging people to go into the pub because they're lovely people and they turned it into a lovely pub. So yeah, thanks all for watching again. And like I said, those of you who are going tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow. Those of you who aren't, I'm sure I'll see you at some point soon. Thanks again, everybody, and cheerio for now. As always, up the county.